because they should make money if it's a good game.
One had to justify its existence just to get downloaded. By 2012, free-to-play had won, and the game that proved it definitively was Candy Crush Saga. Candy Crush launched on mobile in 2012, and it turned out to be the clearest proof anyone had ever seen that you didn't need to charge for a game to make money from it. You just needed enough people playing it. 70% of players who
Base 44 is absolutely awful, chat. Do not download that. I mean, and they're probably advertising on my channel. Bro, I don't know. Is YouTube gonna, like, blacklist me because every time I get an ad, I say it's awful and it's garbage? Are they? I don't think they will. I don't think they can. I don't think they care enough. I'm probably not, like, changing whether you'll use the product or not, because I don't think any of you guys are using Base 44 anyways.
never paid a single cent. But the ones who did pay, the ones who got hooked and wanted to keep...
I'm so laggy. Did you say yes or no to FNAF? If you gift me it on Steam, I'll play it, but I don't want to buy FNAF. Like, I don't have a credit card. I'm gonna have to ask my dad to give it, like, buy it, and then I don't have $2. I don't... Like, but if you gift it to me, I will definitely play that on Steam. I think that would do well.
Keep going and
as a
didn't
stream.
want to wait. Paid enough to carry the whole
How much is it? I think it's pretty cheap. It's like $5 max, probably.
thing.
15? It might be 15.
Went from $62 million in revenue in 2011 to...
FNAF's a mobile game, right? I think FNAF is also a Roblox. Not a Roblox. Someone said you could play it on Roblox. FNAF is also a mobile game, and I think that's probably pretty good on mobile. I think it's probably better on PC, but...
1.8 billion in 2013, multiplying their revenue by 29 times in 2 years. That model had a name in the industry. The players who spent serious money, sometimes thousands, sometimes more, were called whales. And the math that powered the whole machine was simple. Get enough people through the door for free, and a small percentage of them will pay for a very long time. One mobile publisher reportedly had a single player who spent over $1 million on their platform.
That's insane. What are you doing, bro? $1 million? Bro, invest that in something. Like, you would invest that in crypto and it would be better than spending it in Candy Crush.
One person. This changed what mobile games were trying to do at a structural level. The goal stopped being make a game people want to pay for. It became get as many people as possible into the game, then build systems that convert some of them into long-term spenders. And that second goal had a completely different enemy than the first one did.
Yeah.
Once free-to-play took over, the scarcest resource in mobile gaming stopped being good game design. It became eyeballs. By the mid-2010s, the App Store had millions of games. Millions. The average person opened the App Store, got
Yeah, like, I think probably like 80% of all games are on the App Store. Maybe not on the App Store, but mobile games. Like, 80% of all video games are mobile games, and it could even be more.
completely overwhelmed and downloaded whatever was already at the top of the charts. Getting to the top of the charts required downloads. Getting downloads required
I bet money is probably a bigger factor than downloads at this point.
advertising, and advertising cost money.
It's probably about the same.
Specifically, a metric the industry runs on called CPI, which stands for cost per install. How much you spend to get one person to download your game. It sounds simple, but it becomes the obsession of every mobile game marketing team. Because
If you get a phone that has no apps, how can you get an app? Well, sometimes on iPhones, like, even without going on the App Store, you can, like, search up. You can, like, swipe up, search up something, and then download an app. But no phone has no apps. All phones have the App Store, and you can't delete it.
the math underneath it is brutal. If your average player ever spends
Not the App Store, but, like, you know what I mean. Like, someplace to download apps.
about 25 cents in your game over their entire lifetime, and it costs you $3 to acquire them, you're bleeding out with every campaign you run. The only way the math works is if a small fraction of your players, your whales, spend enough to cover everyone else. So suddenly there were two numbers a mobile game studio
Yeah, bro, if someone is pay to win, if you're playing a game, if you're playing Clash of Clans, and then this guy wrecks your base with like 1 million barbarians, and you know he paid to win. He paid his whole army is max level, and like, bro, you should be thanking that guy, because that guy that spent like $100 on the game covered your costs. Like, because that guy spent money, you can even play the game, bro. The only reason you can play the game is because that guy spent that money, and he is keeping Supercell alive. So you should be thanking the whales.
cared about more than anything. How low can we get our CPI, and how many of our installs turn into spenders? Pull those levers right and you have a business. Fail to pull them and you burn through your budget and disappear. This pressure turned user acquisition, which is just the process of getting people to download your game, into its own discipline. Studios hired entire teams whose only job was to run ads, track which ones worked, and spend money getting installs. And those teams had a tool that would end up changing everything about how mobile games look from the outside. That tool was A/B testing. A/B testing is simple in concept. You make two versions of an ad. You run both of them. You see which one gets more downloads. You keep the winner, throw out the loser, make two more versions of the winner, and run those. Repeat this a few hundred times, and you end up with an ad that the algorithm has optimized to get as many people to tap as possible. The thing is, the algorithm doesn't care whether the ad is honest. It doesn't care what the game actually looks like. It cares about one number. Did someone tap and download? That's it. So studios started feeding the algorithm everything. Real gameplay footage. Exaggerated gameplay footage. Completely made up gameplay
Yeah, Clash of Clans has... I think their ads are pretty good, though. I think they're fine.
footage.
Bro, is this a real game? I want to make this a real game. Like, this sprite has been used in like 100 different ads. This must be some like free-to-use sprite or something. Where are people getting this one guy? And I feel like this could... It looks like a pretty solid game, bro. It looks like a pretty good game. I feel like I could make this game.
And over, the algorithm picked the made-up stuff. Fake ads, meaning ads
In this I think, some of these are real. I've seen this on, like, YouTube Playables.
showing gameplay mechanics that either barely existed in the game or didn't exist at all, were simply getting more downloads than honest ones. Nobody sat in a boardroom and said, let's lie to people. The machine just kept surfacing the same answer, and people kept following it. The studio that became the face of this was Playrix, the company behind Homescapes and Gardenscapes. Their games were match-3 puzzlers with a story layer on
Bro, 99% of that game doesn't have to do with homes or gardens at all. It's just this. This is like the majority of the game.
Think Candy Crush with a butler named Austin renovating a house.
I think we're kind of done with these now. Like, some people still play these, but like games like Cookie Run or like Clash or Brawl Stars, like those are the top games now, and those have actual gameplay. Chat, I've been playing a lot of Cookie Run Kingdom. I might, chat, should I post my clan? Do any of you guys play that?
Totally fine games, genuinely popular. But
I think it's a clan. It might be called like I don't know, something else.
Ads were something else entirely. In the ads, Austin was always in danger. A clogged toilet flooding the bathroom, a fire spreading through the kitchen, a collapsing ceiling. And to save him, you had to pull pins in the right order. A tense little physics puzzle that had almost nothing to do with matching colored tiles. The ads were dramatic, they were stressful, and they made you want to step in.
My profiles is from Cookie Run Kingdom. Oh, is it?
And solve the problem yourself. At
I've only been playing like a week.
launch, the pin...
It's fun though, because I like Clash of Clans, and then I also like the RPG battling. I'm trying to get into the story, because in games, I always skip the story. I'm trying to listen to the story.